Yo, what's up YouTube? It's Sully and today I'm going to bring you a high round strategy guide on the map Origins. So to get right into it, there's one prerequisite you're going to want to do in your game before you actually start your high round strategy. And that is you're going to want to build the shield in the bunker. Alright, so moving on to the setup. So these are going to be the ideal 6 perks you're going to need for this strategy. And also, don't forget that you don't have to waste any gunballs on getting these extra perks, as you can get 8 perk slots for free on this map via the red dig site Easter egg. Now you can also run quick revive, but you have to keep in mind that when you do run quick revive on this map, you're gonna start getting death machines, and the more death machines you get, the less max ammos you get as well. And the weapons you're gonna need are the ice staff, the kudu with dead wire, and the VMP with turns. It would also be a good side note as well to make sure that you have the ice staff as your mule kick weapon. Just in case if you go down, all you need to do is pick the ice staff back up, opposed to re-pack-a-punching your weapons. And on this map, in order to re-pack-a-punch, you're going to have to turn all the generators back on again. So it just saves a lot of work. So now on to the camping strategy. So as you've probably worked out by the portal on my right, I'm in the fire tunnel right now. This is going to be the quickest strategy on the map to make the rounds go by as fast as possible. And I would also recommend that you actually keep that portal open on the right, just in case you ever get in a sticky situation in this room. You can always just run through the portal to your safety. So all you're really doing for this strategy is just shooting the ice staff at the wall, but you want to make sure that the right side of the blizzard's only just within range to kill the zombies in the window on the right. This is going to make it so that you're killing the zombies coming down the tunnel on the left as early as possible, making it the fastest way for you to do this strategy. Also, there's a weird thing that happens where if you shoot the ice staff directly in front of the window on the right, it can actually spawn drops behind the window. So obviously if it was to spawn a max ammo, you can't get it, so that would be very bad. So just keep that in mind too. While we're on the subject of where to shoot the ice staff, if you shoot at the left where I am now, you technically have a worse chance of getting a power up because of the fact that the zombies on the right aren't going to give you any drops. So let's say you're at the start of a round, you've only got 9 shots in your ice staff, you're going to need a max ammo pretty early into the round. So if you just pull your shot back a bit at the point where you're actually letting the zombies out of the window on the right, you're making it so all the zombies that you're killing can potentially drop a power up, increasing your chance of a max ammo. If you haven't noticed already, the most efficient way to shoot the ice staff is by charging it to the point where it only uses 3 ammo per shot. Therefore, this is going to help you prolong your ammo use, and I would only really use the second charge, the point where it uses 6 ammo per shot, if there's a max ammo on the ground or using your alchemical. Another thing is, make sure that you keep shooting your dead wire and your turns whilst you're down here, just to make sure that you're making the rounds go by as fast as possible. And moving on to the Panzer, so the Panzer shouldn't really be a problem at all when you're down here, because if you just keep shooting the ice staff as normal, it's going to kill them anyways. But if the situation does get a little bit more intense, if you just pull out the little revive stick, I'm going to call it, on your staff, it'll kill them pretty quickly, so you could also do that too. So there's going to be a little bit of a trick that you can do on this map to guarantee that you're going to get a max ammo in the next round. And the way you do this is by forcing the generator zombies to spawn. And how you go about this is, if you have less than 4 generators active in your game, the generator zombies will not spawn at all. And as long as it gets to the point where it's been at least 4 rounds without generator zombies, the next time you activate a 4th generator, or more, you can go 4, 5 or 6, it'll guarantee that you're going to get a generator zombie next round. In which will make it so that when you kill the generator zombies, you're going to get a max ammo off them. And that leads us to one more thing about the generator zombies. So if you don't kill the generator zombies, you just let them take every generator, in which you might think is fine because they're still going to drop the max ammo once they take the last generator. It's actually a bad thing, because when you don't kill the generator zombies, for the next few rounds you're only going to get 18 zombies per horde, opposed to the regular 24 zombies you would usually get. And that's going to dramatically slow down your game. So I'm going to show you something weird that happens after round 112 on this map with the ice staff. If you damage a zombie, it's going to make it so that the ice staff doesn't actually kill him. As you can see previously with this one zombie that's running at us, I punched him just before I killed the horde, and it killed all the other zombies, but because I damaged that one zombie, it made him a frozen zombie and the ice staff wouldn't kill him. Now that zombie is going to be an insta-kill, so it's not all that bad, but it's just something to take note of. And this is going to most commonly occur when you shoot your turn zombie up the tunnel, The bullet will go through the turned zombie, hit a zombie behind him, therefore making him a frozen zombie. And one final thing about this camping strategy, there are certain rounds after round 121, and I'm going to leave all the rounds in the description, where if you try to camp with the ice staff, every zombie is going to be a frozen zombie, whether you damage them or not. So you do not want to camp on these rounds. I'm going to leave them in the description, so if you plan on going past round 121, make sure that you're wary of these rounds. So finally onto the training strategy. So in order to run this, I'd actually recommend opening all the doors in this area to help you run this strategy. Now the reason for this is, obviously you're going to need the bunker door open so you can have access to the shield. But this strategy is actually faster with this door closed. But I reckon it's near enough impossible to run consistently to the point where you won't actually keep dying. Therefore, if you open that door at a sacrifice of about 1 or 1.5 seconds per horde, this strategy actually becomes very runnable. So there's going to be a couple different ways you can run this strategy, and honestly it probably just comes down to personal preference. So one of the ways is you can just run circles around the area, and if the zombies are blocking the outside of the generator, you just cut inside. And if the zombies are blocking the inside of the generator, you just cut outside. You can just keep that up for a while. However, the way I like to run it is, with the door open specifically, you can actually do the cutbacks towards the mystery box side quite consistently. And obviously if the cutback doesn't look safe, you can always just resort to running a circle around the generator, and then on the next lap round, doing your cutbacks again. So if I go back to what I was talking about before, regarding the frozen rounds after round 121, every round after round 161 is going to be a frozen round, therefore making it so you can't camp. And that's going to make your ice staff pointless, so I'd recommend switching for the HVK with fireworks. And then from that point on, you start running 3 AATs.
Do not succumb to your sickness! I fear my demise may be imminent.
So if you ever find yourself in a situation where you need to make a shield run mid-round, or buy some VMP ammo, I'd recommend getting a bit of a hoard up, then heading down the speed cola way. I definitely wouldn't go down the stairs as that's just way too risky. Then running through to the bunker, grab your shield. If all you need is a shield, and you have spare monkeys, just throw a monkey bomb, then just run straight back to the training spot, just to save time. Or if you need VMP ammo as well, you can just run through the tank station, grab your ammo, then you want to take the tank route back towards the drop down point, run through the bunker again. If you need CUDA ammo as you're passing, you might as well buy it, and then just get back to training. So finally on to the last thing, which is how to kill the Panzer whilst training. So when the Panzer spawns in, just chuck an airstrike, bring out your revive stick, and it should only take 2 or 3 shots to kill him. And then remember when I said after round 161 that you don't want the ice staff anymore, you switch it for the HVK with fireworks. Weirdly, what happens after round 161 as well is the Panzer dies near enough instantly to trip mines, which is weird. So you don't need the ice staff to kill the Panzer after that point, just throw 2 trip mines on the ground, Panzer runs over them, and although he was weakened by the airstrike there, it'll still kill him nevertheless, the trip mines. So that's going to be it for the video, so if this video helped you out, be sure to leave a like. If you're new, subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one.